back, everybody. Welcome back to Words with Wayman. I am your host, as always, Matt Wayman. Thank you all so much for listening. Tune in to us on the interwebs at Words with Wayman on Twitter, Words with Wayman on Facebook. Guys, we're going to jump right in. We got a sweet, spicy, sassy, molassy, brassy, grassy, crassy. That's all I have. Part one with a very funny Denver comedian / actor / all-around good boy, Mr. William Montgomery. Huh?
What's up?
Thank you for coming out and doing this. And by that, I mean you spent the night here and you were here anyway. So let's...
Thank you for letting me sleep on your couch.
Yeah. How'd it work? IKEA couch. I think it's pretty comfy.
Nice.
I've slept on it a bunch. It's big, too, so you can like actually stretch out long ways.
Oh, yeah.
It's a long couch, and it also has a chaise lounge. So you can go both ways.
That's where Corey slept.
Corey slept on the lounge.
Part. Yeah.
2 people can sleep on that couch comfortably, and you don't feel like a bunch of sickos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you had a good night's sleep. I'm also glad that you could do this podcast. Basically, this is just like creative-driven podcast. You're a super funny comedian that you just moved up here from where?
From Memphis.
Memphis. How did you do comedy a lot down there?
Did it every Thursday.
Just like once a week?
Yeah, just once a week normally. Just once a week down there.
So there's just not a lot of mics going on down there?
No, yeah. I mean, there are open mics and stuff, but I would normally just do it once a week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just because it was...
I don't know.
Because you do it you do it like every night up here.
I try to do it a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I was just doing... Yeah.
Do you think it was just a change you made after you moved to Denver? You're like, I want to do it more?
Yeah, I think so. I guess so.
Plus, it's like an immediate group of friends, right?
Yeah, I've met some real nice people. I've met some really nasty people, just super nasty people.
What after you? Oh yeah, you almost got like last week. Somebody charged you on stage, right? And a bunch of the security or had to stop them.
Yeah, they had to intervene.
Was it the security or was it just people that stepped up?
It was just some good Samaritans.
Why?
Up
what was the situation surrounding that?
He had been heckling people, and then he was real drunk, and he walked in the door when I was up there, and I just started calling him Mike, and then said something about his mom. I can't remember, but he rushed me. I was scared.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I thought he was going to punch me.
Because you can't punch him or you're going to look like an asshole, but he definitely probably would have punched you.
Well, I couldn't have punched him because I'd kill him.
Yeah.
I'm actually a 3rd-degree black belt. Not a lot of people know that about me, but so that's what I was the most scared of.
Yeah.
I would kill this guy. I didn't want to kill him. Seriously, it happens sometimes, man. I'm at the mall, somebody bumps into me. Oh my God, dude.
Oh yeah. There was a guy that my dad's a lawyer, and there was this one like kickboxer guy that had killed a guy in our town and went to jail for a super long time because he was a kickboxer.
Damn. How'd he do it?
He beat the shit out of this guy. It was like he went a little too hard, but it was the bars let out and it was a fight, and there's video of it too because there was a camera outside, and he ruthlessly like beat the shit out of this guy.
He played a little too hard that night.
He really clocked in on that ass whooping.
Yeah.
The guy was talking shit at him, and then he just like ruthlessly took this guy out. But
damn,
this is one of those things when you know you have the special skills, you gotta use them in the right way.
I know.
So they just threw the guy out.
No, he stuck around with his buddies, and then I was a little nervous going outside afterwards, but it was fine.
I'm sure. That's just that's not the energy you want at a comedy show. And it was a showcase too, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah.
So showcases are, for the people out there that don't know, are different from open mics because they're book shows. So like you were asked to be there, and then something like that happens, and usually like the people run the showcase, you're supposed to make sure that there's not people in the crowd like that. Right,
and I mean I don't want to have to kill somebody.
No, I'm just trying to do some jokes. I don't want to have to take these special set of skills.
God, I don't want to have to choke someone out.
No, that's a terrifying thing. I just want to do some zizzle, rizzle, dizzles, and then just get off the stage after that. What made you get it?
Take a human's life.
It's been done before.
Yeah.
If people don't know out there on the podcast, he's actually currently covered head to toe in blood, but it's the new look he's been going for.
Yeah, just slept on the couch like this.
Just covered in blood.
Yeah.
I like how the blood doesn't stain anything. That's very nice with the blood.
I know.
How'd you get into comedy? What was that transition? Just enough drugs? You're like,
I think it was when I was in the 6th grade in the Christmas pageant. My character was Steve, and it was an overweight character, and I would tell these cheesy jokes about being fat.
They let you write them?
Oh, no, my God, no. It was just some Christmas pageant.
No way.
So it was filled with like parents and grandparents, and I remember they would all laugh after I would tell these fat jokes. And it just left the biggest impression on me.
You're like, I could probably do this for a living. Yeah.
Right. In the 6th grade, I was like, oh my God.
Like, you guys are going to keep going to school. I'm going to start writing these fat jokes.
Yeah, that's why my first 6 years of comedy was exclusively telling fat jokes.
That's when you were, after you got skinny too. So it was just like really confusing everybody.
Yeah.
That's how you do comedy.
It didn't really work out that well. It never worked out.
It's funny that when you get that first taste of laughs, you're like, oh my God, what have I done without these?
Yeah.
Like, how did I live before without just this need now?
It's like Whippets. It's like me and Whippets, man.
Yeah.
Once I crack one, oh my God. I'm doing that whole
I made some of the poorest choices in my life doing Whippets. For real. It's because what they do, you just do a ton of them and you're like, this sounds like the best idea.
Yeah, let's jump off this bridge.
A lot of people are thinking like figurative bridge. It's an actual bridge.
Yeah, literally this big old bridge in our town. A couple of my buddies jumped off after doing a bunch of it. I don't know. It's sad.
Yeah.
God.
Once you go down that Whippet life cycle. So what do you, so you got into comedy 6th grade. When did you actually start doing, when was the first time you did stand-up?
I think my freshman year of college.
You went to
Knoxville,
Tennessee?
UT. Yeah, the Vols.
Volunteers. You were in a fraternity, correct?
Oh, hell yeah. I was in Pike. They ended up
shut it down.
Shutting down for butt chugging, which was on the national news and everything. I turned on the news and I see the
cameras up front.
Yeah. And like all the people in coats and ties and our pledged, or I can't remember his name, but this lawyer guy. And some guy giving an interview about butt chugging. I was like, oh my God, what has happened at that place? What happened? It was weird. I had a bunch of weird memories at that place. Oh my God.
God, that's just too
good
funny.
Good memories, but real weird.
But a lot of butt chugging memories.
Yeah, oh my God, dude.
For fraternity, so much
hard.
butt stuff. Oh, I'm sure. Just like the ragers and the parties.
Yeah, we'd all just end up passed out in the bathroom, man.
Just respecting women, I'm sure.
We'd all just be laying down.
God, I'm so sorry. I can't even talk after that. Just like that butt chugging thing with the news out front. And you're like, that's what I did with 4 years of my life. And now they're getting shut down.
Yeah.
Due to just straight
beat. It was a couple years before, but yeah.
Oh, God. How was college? That was a good time, I'm sure. Just a lot of the normal college experience, getting all messed up and getting drunk all the time.
I was very diligent with my studies. I ate a balanced diet every day. I
chugged a lot with my butt.
Yeah, fucking butt chugged so much. But see, I was able to do it because I was diligent with my studies. Like,
what degree did you graduate with?
Political science.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Did you ever think about going into law? I feel like a lot of people, honestly, I feel like this comes up a lot with comedians. It's either was like comedy or I'm going to go to law school. Or both sometimes.
That's what the plan was, but I didn't do well in the LSAT.
Oh, nice.
And I just called it quits after
I had
the
a joke
one
about that, but I did so bad at the LSATs that people were confused. Because it was the case.
Yeah. My middle brother, he's about to be a lawyer. Vance. Oh, nice. Yeah.
Knocked the LSATs out of the park.
Yeah, he's done after this year.
That's pretty cool. You said older brother or younger brother?
My younger brother,
so
Vance.
You got to get it together.
I know.
What do they think about what you're doing?
I think it's a real nightmare. I think it's a horrible nightmare.
Just because they don't see the financial future type deal?
Just because they've seen me at just my scariest, lowest moments before, when I'm in the kitchen trying to tell them these new jokes and they see just the passion, but they don't. Oh my God.
Yeah, they just don't believe the path, probably. I have that go on all the time with a lot of people in my family. There's kind of like, we think you were a smart kid, you got it, and now you chose this weird thing, this comedy thing. What's up, baby?
But no, they didn't. I never really did that though.
What, yelling at them jokes in the kitchen?
Yeah. I did tell my mom one time some joke about I can't remember, and she did start crying. That really did happen.
Just like
I can't remember what
was a bad
the
joke
was. I guess I don't know what, but it made her emotional and start crying, like in a bad and not in a good way.
Yeah, and like houses.
Like in a, I don't know what kind of way. But
You see people do some bad stuff at their job all the time, though. It's like, especially with comedy, it's a lot more than that. It's just a numbers game, really.
Oh yeah, man. It's a numbers game.
That's ridiculous. That's too bad, you know. You almost think you're on the right track at that point if you can get that big of an emotional reaction out of somebody that.
Yeah. Yeah.
My mom's always been supportive. I'm glad, but I know there's a lot of time that she's not. That she hasn't been in the material that I've done.
Right.
That's just how it goes.
I know, man.
What
The cookie crumbles.
Sometimes. What brought you up to Denver?
I was able to get a job at a bike shop.
Nice.
Which I don't currently have.
Yesterday, right?
Yeah, yesterday I got the call. But
that's what brought you up here, a guy that you rode bikes with down at, because we have that connection. I've been a cyclist before.
Some guy I used to race with at Memphis. He has a store up here.
Nice.
But yeah, working there, was able to find a job. Yeah, able to find the job. I'm sorry. No, yeah, I found the job. I found a place to live. And then the night before I moved, I get a call from Cliff's mom. And she's like, they got him. I was like, what are you talking about? And she said, the police got him. He was on probation for selling drugs in Vail.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was scary, man.
That's terrifying.
Because I had the U-Haul all packed up. It was it was a nightmare. But then my buddy Tom let me stay with he and his girlfriend.
Nice.
Which is nice of him.
That's super cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I was scared.
That's
Cliff
terrifying.
is, I guess, still in jail. I call him every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
And he never answers.
I'm sure.
So I assume he's in jail.
That's kind of a scary thing, especially right before you leave to go start something new.
Yeah, and then that happens, and you think you have chicken pox, but you don't know for sure. But you just know you're itching, and there are all these bumps on you. Yeah, I mean, that can be bad. I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure in all these things that, I'm sure they do shape like what you do on stage, because you definitely take a lot of chances and go huge on stage.
Well, it's just sort of just messing around. That's all.
Having fun.
Sort of, yeah, just messing around.
I think that's the best way to look at it.
Yeah, maybe where the knee and wrist protectors and arm protectors and go up there and not say anything, and then nobody will laugh, but at least you did it. At least you did it.
Yeah. And do you know how many people would do it and just go up there and do straight stand-up and just like go up there and just say and don't even riff and don't actually try to let the audience know how they feel at that exact moment?
Yeah.
Because you do shorter jokes. I mean, you do basically like one-liner stuff.
Pretty much. I'm trying to get into storytelling, but it's impossible.
I know. I'm the same way.
I've tried it
so many times.
much. It never works.
And it feels bad, too, when you're doing it. You're like, why am I...
Yeah, what am I talking
wasting these
about?
people's time with these stories?
Yeah, what am I talking about?
I can't do it. I just put like 4 or 5 jokes together and sandwich them.
Yeah. No,
It just reminds me that every day's a gift. What's your plan? Timer. Best case scenario, 5 years, what would your life look like?
I would finally have my schooner. I would hopefully be down in the Keys, just on my catamaran.
Nice.
Just
have you sailed before?
I never have. I
think you pick it up. You got that sailing face.
Yeah, I mean, I want to just start sailing, man.
Nice.
I'd love that. Just sailing around.
Not have to worry about doing comedy.
Right, just sailing around, like worrying about the storms, though.
Yeah.
My God, you'd have to worry about that.
They're coming in.
I know, and on your catamaran.
It's like you have to be worried because there's no place to hide on that Moran.
I know. I mean, what are you going to do?
Do you call it cat or you just call it the Moran?
Yeah, I mean, is this the cat?
What would you name your boat?
What would I name the catamaran? Smooth sailing.
Guys, speaking of smooth sailing, that is going to do it for this episode. That's how quickly these things go. I think we're just going to stick. We're just going to do part one, and I'm just going to release it the whole week. And a lot of times we do part two, but we both got stuff to do in our lives today. I know you got stuff to do. Before we get out of here, you want to give all your interweb stuff so people can find you?
Yeah, my name's just William Montgomery.
Cool.
You can find me on MySpace.
Nice. That's it.
Yeah, you can find me on MySpace.
Cool. Everybody check him out on MySpace. Check us out on Twitter at Words with Wayman, or on Facebook, Words with Wayman. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me sleep on the couch.
Heck yeah. Anytime you let me know, you can sleep on this couch, guys. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you all soon.